If you learn this before your visit, your experience will be unforgettable. Let me guide you through the myths of this sacred site with stunning visuals.
Curiosity connects us all. If you love discovering real culture, please subscribe this channel.
The first time I visited Angkor Wat, I was overwhelmed by its mystical atmosphere. But what truly took my breath away were the grand and beautiful myths carved into its stone walls. Just learning a little about these stories multiplies the wonder of this place. Angkor Wat's walls are lined with reliefs, stone carvings that depict sacred tales. Spanning over 200 meters, these walls were engraved by artisans more than 800 years ago, chisel by chisel, story by story. They silently impress all who stand before them. Many of these reliefs tell stories from Hindu mythology. Wait, that sounds complicated. Don't worry. I'll guide you through it in a fun and easy way. That's because Angkor Wat was originally built as a Hindu temple, before later becoming a Buddhist one. In Hinduism, the universe flows in a great cycle: creation, preservation, destruction, and rebirth. This cycle is carried out by the three great gods: Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Shiva the destroyer. On Angkor Wat's walls, their epic myths with the three gods are vividly brought to life, wild in scale. Yet the gods feel oddly human, and the scale is kinda crazy. Now then, let us step into the myths and mysteries of the gods and the cosmos. Creation. The cosmic churning that gave birth to the sun and moon. This is the churning of the ocean of milk relief. Look at that giant tug-of-war across the whole wall. Huge! Let's talk about one of Hindu mythology's wildest stories: the churning of the ocean of milk. Wait, milk? Who's milk? And why are they churning milk? Yeah, I had a million questions too. But this myth is actually one of Hinduism's core creation stories, and it's gloriously over the top. The ocean of milk refers to a vast cosmic sea. Somewhere within it lies Amrita, the nectar of immortality. To claim it, the gods launch a truly epic operation. Let's churn the whole ocean. But why churn it? Well, it all starts with a famously short-tempered sage named Durvasa. He offers a sacred garland to a god riding an elephant, but the elephant throws it off and tramples it. That sets Durvasa off, and he curses the gods, taking away all their power. Seriously? Over a flower necklace? With their power gone, the gods are losing to the demons, the Asuras. So they turn to Brahma, the god of creation, for help. And from their talks, a grand plan is formed. Churn the ocean of milk and get the Amrita. And now comes the good part, the tools. The mountain Mount Mandara will be the churning stick. It sits atop a giant turtle, Kurma, a form of Vishnu. Wrapped around the mountain is a massive serpent, Vasuki, serving as the rope. The gods and Asuras pull from both ends, using him like a cosmic washing machine. Wait! The Asuras help too? Yep. They agree to work with the gods temporarily in exchange for a share of the Amrita. So begins the ultimate tug-of-war for 1,000 years. Eventually, Vasuki gets dizzy and spits out deadly poison. It's so toxic, it could destroy the universe. But Shiva, the destroyer god, appears and drinks it. He drinks poison? Yep, he's the god of destruction, but also control. He saves the world. Meanwhile, as the ocean churns, out come all kinds of amazing things. The moon, the sun, the heavenly dancers, Apsaras, and the goddess Lakshmi, who later becomes Vishnu's wife. Yep, his wife was literally born from the cosmic churning. Now that's a love story. Finally, Amrita emerges, but just as the Asuras reach for it. Surprise! The gods decide to keep it all for themselves. The Asuras go berserk, and a battle of cosmic proportions erupts. Wait! The gods are the ones who betrayed them? Come on! That's when Vishnu transforms into a stunningly beautiful woman, Mohini. She seduces the Asuras, distracts them, and secretly delivers the Amrita to the gods. With their powers restored, the gods defeat the Asuras. Order is restored. A new cycle begins. This is Hinduism's tale of cosmic creation and renewal. The churning of the ocean of milk. A giant snake, a mountain, a 1,000-year tug-of-war, and out pops immortality, the moon, and even Vishnu's wife. But wait, there's a twist ending. Mohini, that divine beauty, even Shiva couldn't resist her. He chose to follow her. And what happened next? Only the night knows. What just happened? This story, the churning of the ocean of milk, isn't just fantasy. It's everywhere in Angkor, not just in Angkor Wat's corridors, but also on the bridges of Angkor Thom, where gods and demons line up, pulling a serpent across stone balustrades. And at Bayon Temple, there's another relief, complete with all those divine side effects that came from the churning. Gods and demons working together to stir the universe and spark creation. Pretty crazy, right? Preservation. The two avatars who fought to keep order. That's a prince drawing his bow on top of a monkey king. Looks like he's fighting a demon. The universe doesn't just stay in balance on its own. In Hinduism, cosmic order is always on the verge of collapse. That's why what's needed is the power of preservation. That role belongs to Vishnu, one of the three great Hindu gods. He preserves order by taking on avatars, or divine incarnations. You've probably heard the word avatar on social media or gaming, but it originally comes from the Sanskrit word avatara, a god descending into the world in another form. Vishnu shows up as all sorts of things. A fish, a turtle, a noble prince. Kind of like Doctor Who, he keeps changing form to fix the universe. Even King Suryavarman II, the builder of Angkor Wat, was seen as an avatar of Vishnu. Now, let's look at two powerful avatar myths carved into Angkor Wat's walls. Rescue the wife. Prince Rama versus the demon king Ravana. This is the famous epic, the Ramayana. Vishnu takes on the form of Prince Rama, a righteous hero. But disaster strikes. His beloved wife Sita is kidnapped, by the demon king Ravana. Yeah, sounds a little like Super Mario. But Ravana's no cartoon villain. He's massively powerful. Rama can't beat him alone. Enter Hanuman, the monkey god. Yes, the original inspiration for Dragon Ball's Goku. Rama once helped Hanuman's king, so Hanuman jumps in to return the favor. Hanuman torches the demon fortress. His monkey army goes wild. Rama fires his bow and defeats Ravana. Sita is saved. Happy ending, right? Well, not quite. Rama starts to doubt Sita's purity. Dude, not cool. To prove her innocence, Sita throws herself into fire. She survives. But this story is tied to the real-life ancient practice of sati, where widows would follow their husbands into death. Love is love. Krishna versus the demon Bana. Our second story is a bit lighter, but no less epic. This time, Vishnu is reborn as Krishna, a charming, wildly popular god. Krishna's grandson falls in love with a girl. Problem is, she's the daughter of a demon lord named Bana. Bana isn't thrilled. He locks the poor guy up. Krishna's not having it. He declares war on Bana. But Bana's no pushover. He's got 1,000 arms and serious combat skills. God versus demon. Again. Then it gets weirder. Shiva, the god of destruction, steps in. On Bana's side. So now it's Vishnu versus Shiva. Two gods. Head to head. Over young love.
Wait a minute. Weren't you two all lovey-dovey under the moonlight during the churning of the ocean? Now they're fighting? What a relationship. Luckily, Shiva holds back. Krishna wins, cuts off most of Bana's arms, and ends the war peacefully. The young lovers get their happy ending. What do these stories show us? Even divine avatars, gods and demons alike, feel incredibly human. They struggle, doubt, fall in love, get angry. Many avatar stories likely came from local deities, being folded into a shared mythology. In other words, Vishnu's avatars were a brilliant way to unite diverse cultures and beliefs. Then, the avatars of Vishnu have brought preservation to the world. Destruction. Is the Southern Gallery a gateway to hell? It's literally a scene from hell. Are they chained up? In Angkor Wat's Southern Gallery, you'll find a chilling stretch of stone carvings. Here, heaven and hell are laid out side by side, depicting human death and rebirth. In Hinduism, the universe moves in a constant cycle: creation, preservation, destruction, and rebirth. Human life follows a similar path: birth, death, and reincarnation. This relief shows us the destruction part of that cycle: death and what comes after. When a person dies, their soul is brought before Yama, the god who judges the dead. There, the soul is judged based on their deeds in life. If they've done good, they ascend to heaven. If not, it's straight to hell. These scenes are carved vividly into the Southern Gallery. And hell? Hell is brutal. Tongues torn out, bodies impaled, people burned alive. Yeah, hard mode.
But back then, this wasn't just horror for horror's sake.
It was the ultimate tool for moral education. Even those who couldn't read would instantly understand. This is what happens if you do bad things. But don't panic. Rebirth is coming. Once a soul has endured the suffering of hell, it too will be reborn, just like those in heaven. The cycle continues for everyone. As for heaven, the carvings are so worn down, you might not even notice them at the site. But I believe they once showed peaceful banquets, gentle dancing, and graceful apsaras. Perhaps it wasn't meant to be flashy, just serene. A heaven that quietly contrasts with hell's chaos. And just like humans, the universe itself goes through destruction too. That role belongs to Shiva, the god of destruction. But hold on. Shiva doesn't blow up the universe in a tantrum, even when bickering with Mohini or Vishnu. Instead, he dances. His cosmic dance brings an end to the old world and opens the way for a new cycle to begin. It's not annihilation, it's renewal. Destruction is just preparation for rebirth. Angkor Wat's southern gallery may be telling the story of cosmic destruction, mirrored through the death of human beings. Rebirth. Angkor Wat as a cosmic blueprint. At the heart of Angkor Wat rise 5 grand towers. They're surrounded by square galleries, and beyond them, a wide moat encircles the entire temple. This whole structure, it represents a universe. In Hindu cosmology, the center of the world is Mount Meru, a sacred mountain. Around it are ring-shaped ranges of mountains and a vast cosmic ocean. Its central tower is Mount Meru. The surrounding galleries and towers are the encircling mountains, and the moat, it's the great ocean that wraps around the universe. Angkor Wat itself is a blueprint of cosmic rebirth. This temple was once abandoned after the fall of the Khmer Empire. Yet, through rebirth, it was restored, and now welcomes visitors once more. The myths we've explored: churning the ocean of milk, rescuing a stolen wife, fighting demons, judging souls, and watching the universe collapse only to begin again. All of them are woven into the design of this temple. The magnificent Temple of God is worthy of being named a World Heritage Site. As for me, I'll keep trying to build good karma, so that at the end of my human cycle, I might just meet those celestial apsaras someday. Thank you so much for watching.
Curiosity connects us all. If you love discovering real culture, please subscribe this channel.